Yeah, I had a minor issue there for a second. On my OBS, it said that it was all streaming and recording and everything, but for whatever reason, the data actually wasn't actively going out. So I had to just close and open stuff back again. So we will give it a little bit, see everybody start filing in here, and then we'll jump back into the survival mode, which is proving so far to be quite the challenge. We spent practically all stream yesterday just trying to get out of the fucking beginning area. It was goofy, quite wild. Those rats were a thing and a half. Music for this game is so interesting. It's very what is it? I think I said it in the last stream. It's very synth wavy in a sense, but it's also a little on the loud side. But we'll just give it a little bit longer. Give everybody a little bit more time to start rolling on in. I hope everybody's having a good day thus far. If you're watching this back a little later, because you found this while searching for Fallout London footage, definitely, like, follow, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Because I am going to be doing more Fallout London live stream content, and going to be doing at least a review of the game, little essay video talking about the whole experience. I might also be doing some gameplay related stuff, maybe a the movie kind of thing. Not 100% sure right off rip, but something I'm mulling over. I think. Because my instinct here is to just load in, but I guess we can just load in the exit save, and then if we need to, because we were hanging out for a little bit too long, we can just load, or rather when we're just ready to start playing, then we can just load in the regular or the actual previous save, which luckily enough, there's plenty of at least in the beginning area, and then getting out of the main lab area, there is a good amount of actual automatic saves that the game will make regardless of what mode you're on, which for anybody who was here for yesterday's stream, we needed, because my god, we crashed. But no, there's rad shrews in the laboratory, and they have poison damage. There we go. They do poison damage, and they're actually very strong. Especially since what is it? We start off in okay, so that save was just gone now. Okay, makes sense. I feel pretty sure this is gonna load up too, as well. But in the lab, the rad shrews, they hunt in packs, so there's usually anywhere between 2 to 4 of them in one area at the same time, and they do poison damage, or at least they have a chance to roll poison damage, which is very effective. Especially at level 1 when you have fucking 20 health points. Very dangerous creatures. Those little rad shrews. But oh my god, we haven't even leveled up yet. somebody on yesterday's stream said we should go just like straight medical build, like invest in like health and medicine stuff, and especially for how weak we are right off bat. I'm inclined to agree with them. Go for like medical stuff and like very high what is it? Endurance, because I forget the name of the perk, but there is I think it's toughness. You gain 10 additional to your damage threshold or something, which I know there's no damage threshold stat in Fallout 4, but it's plus 10 to something, and it makes us more durable. I was starting to think you forgot to stream today. Only like 5 minutes off. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That was like 10 minutes ago. But no. I very rarely do I forget to stream, and the only times where I do actually forget, instead of like sending out a notification or anything like, hey guys, had an issue, can't stream today. As far as I can remember, the only time I've actually done that, where I just like don't send out a notification or anything, was a couple weeks ago when fucking former U.S. President Donald Trump had an assassination attempt on him, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think we're gonna be talking about anything else here for the weekend. So, GG gamers. But yeah, outside of big major things like that, I usually always say something. Pretty sure if I drink this water, I'm gonna get some rads, even though it's not irradiating me. Okay, let me turn that guy off. Remember, mind the gap and restart crashed game every 15 minutes. Bro, fucking real. But like that crash that happened there, actually, that was only the second time I've ever had a crash happen. I can't remember when the first one specifically was. I'm pretty sure it was when I was loading back into the lab area, I think. I could be wrong, but so, I mean, I've seen people say that this game's crashing a lot and stuff like that, which is like, you know, it's a mod. It's a huge mod, which, like, you know, kind of comes with the territory. But so far, I haven't had that many crashes. Why? I don't know. But, yeah. So far, it's pretty stable. I've heard people were able to install Buffout 4, and that, like, pretty much stopped any crashing issues. But I'm not 100% sure how to do that on a GOG installed. I know how to do it on a Steam install, but I don't know how to do it on a GOG install. It's probably just as easy, but I'm just not familiar with it at the moment. You're 2 hours behind me, not 1 hour. Yep. There we go. Oh, I'm fatigued. Oh.
Sounded painful if you ask me.
Excuse me? Hello? Uh-oh. There's no audio. What happened to the dialogue? It's all gone. Very ambient sounds. You're right, stay, did you? Well, what if I do this? Okay, that's weird. The fucking the audio is just gone. The thunder scared their voices away. Real. How's Fallout London so far? It's pretty good. We're doing a survival run for the streaming. And the survival run is whoa, damn, real hard. We like the game opens up by just like, oh, you're in a lab. You got to escape from the lab. And there's like, you know, the like early fucking enemies, which are rad shrews. And I was actually just talking about that. They hunt in like groups of like anywhere between like 2 and 4. And they have the potential to do poison damage, which this early in the game with fucking not even 30 points of health, that's a bit of a That's a spicy meatball. You get bit by one, that's a third of your health just like fucking gone. Some silent, distinguished gentlemen's over here. Real. All right, let's see what happens this time. Okay, that's strange. I don't know. Let me just try quitting and then loading the game up like from rip. See what happens there. That is the first time I'm having that that specific of an issue. Because like I said before, I've had the game crash a couple times, but I've had the game crash like twice so far, and there's been a couple instances where I feel like the ambient sound of the world just kind of like turned off. So like you'd just be like standing outside and there would be no noise at all, and it'd just be all like, this is really weird. What's going on? Da, 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 da. And then like I think maybe you do something that like triggers a sound cue, like going into a fight or something, or go to like a different part of the area, and then the music would, or not the music, the sound would start back up again. Really weird, but it's a mod made by there's another crash. I have now officially had the majority of my crashes on this game happen while streaming. Bruh. I heard them at first of the first run, but halfway through it stopped this time. Didn't see it even from the start. Yeah, when we got down there and talked to them, there was like a second where they said like, where one of them said like maybe 2 words, and then the sound just kind of like turned off for him for some reason. It's really weird, especially since I don't have like the settings down for it or anything. So it's like, what the fuck? Mayhaps the save is corrupted? God, that would fucking suck. That would suck so bad, because that would mean we would have to fucking struggle all the way through the goddamn fucking main area again, and I can't fucking TGM it. I can't go God mode on this one because this is survival mode, and I can't use console commands on survival. Oh no. All right, let's double check this real quick. Audio. Wake up, mouse. Come on. There we go. Set the defaults. Turn the music off. I'm also inclined to turn the radio off. Okay. Gotta do the beginning again. You actually might, because that is what I had to do with a save. Alright, let's do this. Let's go over, try to talk to these guys, and then if that doesn't work, we'll try and go to talk with somebody else, like another NPC. And I know there's one that I can talk to relatively nearby. So let's see what goes on here. Oh, that's so fucking... Oh.
I swear if it is.
Yeah, mate, you're right.
This one just came off the train, boss.
Quiet, the boat. Well, lab rat, you made it out. You're in the right state, ain't you? Never had a crash down here before.
Okay, so it is working, but it doesn't work when we go into that cinematic mode. That's really weird. And do you have Buff Out 4 installed? High-res textures off. Weapon debris turned off in the Fallout 4 launcher. I was actually just talking about that. I don't have Buff Out 4 installed because I don't know how to install that through GOG and everything. I've always used like a mod launcher of some kind, like Mod Manager 2, Vortex. No, not Vortex. There was one. What was the one before Vortex? I can't remember. But it's been a long time since I've. I don't think I've ever actually like manually installed mods like that before. But I don't. I'm pretty. It's just using the Game of the Year one, so I think high res textures is on, and I think I haven't messed with the launcher or anything through GOG. But yeah, I've pretty much just installed London and all of that like extra stuff. I haven't messed with any of that. You're gonna need to help with the crashing. Plus, if it does crash, it will give you logs. Okay. Well, like I said, so far, the only like big times I've had any crashes are when I do. Well, actually, two out of the 3 crashes I've had during this stream, or not this stream, but like while streaming in general. High res textures will cause the game to crash as well, and weapon debris. That's weird. I don't fully understand why that's the case, especially because like high res. Those are both like those have been out for a long time for this game, so it feels like those should have been part of the the build up and stuff. But I mean, at the same time, I'm not a modder. I don't know how any of this shit works. If British money doesn't have dollar textures, then high res is disabled. If British money doesn't have dollar textures, then high res is disabled. Okay, so high res must be disabled then, because I found one that said like old world money and it was like British monies. High res textures messes up in the mod texture. I'm not sure why, but it does. Weird. Okay. Okay, so these guys are still over here talking, but there's still no sound coming out. Let's just do this. Do you have any water?
Winston.
Joy.
Okay, I got water out of him. Who are you? Oop.
Sebastian Gaunt. And these is a Chill Winston and Johnny Shrapnel. Or Johnny. We're the vagabond.
I heard enjoy. Yeah, it only like the sound. The voices for whatever reason don't work in the fucking cutscene stuff here. But when I break out of it, it does work. Who are you exactly? I'm your ma'am. I don't really know. I'm just a survivor. Unclear. It would appear that I was struck in some sort of lab. I was able to escape on the train before it crashed. Fucking nerd ass answer. I escaped a lab and I think I was a train wreck survivor.
Those trains. Be fairer now, like the rest of us.
Are you just too far away? I don't think so, because this is how far when you start the game and just go through it, this is how far away you have to be. Like it triggers and then you're just kind of locked here until you finish up this whole conversation. And admittedly, this is only like the second time I've gotten to this location. But last time I was here, it didn't have this audio issue where you can't hear the characters talk when you're in this cutscene specifically. You might need to disable dialogue camera if this continues. I believe that's an option in the settings. Well, let's check that real quick, because at the very least, this is not working. Oh my god. Break away. Oh my fucking god. I don't think I'm a gentry.
You don't look like it.
Okay, so settings would be in here. Dialogue camera. There we go. Let's turn that off. That's annoying. I like the dialogue camera. What is this place?
Or what's left of it.
Stop forcing the camera to move and shit. Where are the dogs?
I love dogs, Syndicate. Johnny gets a bit excited about
The real cinematic. Wait a minute. You were at that lab fighting those scientists. Yeah, these were the guys who were behind the wall talking about seeing us on the other side when they were shooting at the scientists.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a supply run.
We bought the location off someone in Thameshaven. Some old construction papers.
I had a character earlier say some lines, but the others were silent or something. Or the others were silent, so something is bugged for sure. You can't move at all, right? No, this is another one of those positions where the game has me locked into this whole shit. Maybe it's a problem of positioning. I don't think so. I think you guys are right. I think I do need to restart, fucking restart the game again, which is going to be a fucking pain in the ass. Okay, let's do this.
Then Wayfarer. Seems like you've got two choices.
Yeah, shut up.
That way to the temple.
I'm also not a big fan that I can't skip through the dialogue here. If I remember correctly, in like Fallout 4, you could hit the spacebar or whatever, and it would skip through the it would skip through the character's dialogue. But in London, that's apparently not the case. I can't do that. Let me see. Let's see with you guys. I'm gonna go to temp saving, just so I can fucking get out of this dialogue interface section here. Don't restart until you try talking to someone face to face. Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to. I mean, maybe I'll try talking to one of these guys again if they'll let me. But if not, there's another location that I can go to that's like right around the corner to talk to somebody. I was able to skip through dialogue, even in cutscenes. That's weird. I can't do it for some reason. Like I hit the space bar and nothing happens. Maybe it's like E or enter. Maybe I'm just a goobus. Toshi, do you want help installing Buffout 4? Maybe. Let me first determine what the issue is here with the whole dialogue thing that's going on here. I want to at the very least rule out that it's a save file corruption thing. And then we can figure out stuff from there. Most likely this is an error because you turned off the camera during the dialogue script. Well, it was an error even before I did that. Oh fuck, these guys have. Oh no, they only got melee weapons. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, he dodged. He strafed. Fuck off. Get away from me, you freaks. Shit. Come here. Oh fuck. That dude just faked me out. Did you guys fucking see that shit? I fucking hit him. He ran, and then I chased after him, and he stopped, turned around, and fucking slapped the jaw right off of my face. Holy fuck. Damn. That was fucking wild. F's in the chat. Real. The old bait and switch. Fucking F's in the chat. Fuck. We just got rolled. Damn. That was fucking vicious. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's turn this back on just because we need to test that with somebody that's not the Gabagoo boys up here. And then we'll go from there. Fuck, I gotta grab the tickets. Then run over here. Grab this. Run over here. Talk to the Gabagoo boys. Yep, still nothing. Yeah, and I'm like hitting all the keys and can't. I don't know why I can't skip through this. This is so weird. You guys said that one of you could do this? Like you could actually like press a button and it would skip through dialogue and stuff? I can't for some reason. That's really weird. No, I'd stay. I never crash around here. What you think you are, you such bastards. I have a feeling you might have walked too forward in front of an audio thing or something. Well, that's strange though, because it pins you in a location. Sometimes I can skip, sometimes I can't. It is very inconsistent for me. Weird. That's really weird. Yeah, because especially with these longer, drawn-out dialogue sections, it's a lot, and I just kind of gotta sit here and just engage with them. That's the thing that so far I've noticed about this mod that I'm not a giant fan of, and it's the fact that the game kind of like, not really like forces you, but kind of like makes you engage with its with it. You know, like the two instances in the lab that we had, one with Smythe, one with that mysterious guy, where the game actually like stopped you in in your tracks to make you engage with the plot. Not a big fan of that. Don't really like that. But I like, at the same time, it's, you know, necessary in some points. But yeah, especially since you can't fucking, you know, skip dialogue with these guys. This definitely doesn't feel like a good spot for something like that. Thames folk. Well, bandage me feelings. I think sometimes it makes sense for them to stop you in place, but it does go a bit overboard. I agree. And again, I haven't gotten very far, like, even at all. So it's like, you know, maybe it's just like a couple times at the beginning here, and then, like, you know, almost none at any other point in the game. But at least in the beginning, it is definitely noticeable. Okay, let's go this way. Is this the way we went before? I don't think it was. Okay, I'm starting to think it was, because that building looks familiar. Yeah, it was. Shit. Okay. Fuck. This is gonna be a sumbitch. Because that football guy just fucking flipped around and smacked the head right off my dome. Huh? Oh, fuck. Oops. Wow. Wow. Okay. I can confirm that future times talking to Smythe doesn't freeze you again. Okay. What's leveling up look like? Oh yeah, I suppose I did level up there. I suppose I could do that. Yeah. Fuck. Now I gotta wait fucking 6 minutes to fucking get through the dialogue again. God damn it. Let me check something here. That's all the way fucking back there. Some bitch. Let's grab that. And then grab you. Then we gotta fucking go over here again. Hey, this is just like getting out of the lab. Yeah, real. That's gonna be a fucking consistent theme until we can get a fucking gun. And then it's going to be a consistent theme, but just not as consistent. This game is very leisurely. You won't be able to complete it quickly. 10,000 maps down. 10,000 map downloads for one quest and so on. What do you mean 10,000 map downloads for one quest? Let's grab that water, because we're definitely going to need that. Who are you? Blah, 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 blah. I just want to skip. I know this. I know he's Johnny. You're the vagabonds. No, you're Johnny. You're the other guy, Sebastian. That's it. Stop it, Johnny. You're dumb as fuck. You stupid cunt. He's saying you gotta enter and exit load zones over again. Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense. Fast travel, I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Because you got to go over so many different locations. That's a lot. Oh, you fucking fell off a train? Oh, you think you're so special? I lost an eye. Fuck you. Doctor. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe swap out of survival just for now. Just so you can test things out, fix things. I suppose I could do that. I think I'd be able to jump back into survival mode if I were to like reload an old save, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember how fucking Fallout 4 works now. I could do that. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Wonder if the fact that you can't skip dialogue is related to why you can't hear them. I don't think it is, because if I remember correctly, it had the same issue when I was playing on my solo run, I think. At the same time, I'm not really trying to skip dialogue a whole hell of a bunch in the other one, because that's the one I'm doing for like research and stuff. But it's possible. Let's look at the level up thing. So this is the whole level up shtick here. I forget the mod, but there's a mod. I think it's Level Me Up. It basically it looks like this, and then you got all the perks and everything here on the side, which there's a bunch. There's a whole bunch of them. A lot of them are pretty much just the exact same ones from the like the base game. So, you know, Idiot Savant, Better Critical, Critical Bankers, Mysterious Strangers, stuff like that. Mysterious Strangers, fucking 007. There's a couple of new ones in here, if I remember correctly. I think Blitz is new. Find the gap and make the tackle. VAT's melee distance is increased significantly. Quick hand. Ninja. Moving target. Trying to find a couple of other new ones. You know what? I think the audio itself is just goofed on this one, because these are also supposed to have sound effects associated with them. And I am not hearing any sound effects. So yeah, think that's kind of screwed up. But this is what the level up screen looks like. So let's do this. Oops, what is it? T. Sure, whatever. Let's just go with that one. And then we can... Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Let's switch to very hard. Actually, let's just switch to easy for now, just because we're testing and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Okay. TGM. Oops. TCL. And we'll just run straight to our destination here. Yeah, I've always had audio when I couldn't skip dialogue. Yeah. Here, districts have their own separate maps, and often to get from one to the other on foot, you need to run through a dungeon or even two. Oh, so kind of like in Fallout 3, where you have to go through the metro station to get to specific parts of the map. Seems like it's the same in Fallout 4. No, in Fallout 4 it was the poster and everything. Remember? I had a bug earlier today where my skill check and dialogue all kept saying I had only 1 point in all special stats. Weird. Okay, I went a little farther than the location that I was originally thinking of, but I can talk to this dude over here, so that will do. What up, gamer? Okay, so I can hear him, but he's very quiet. And now... Okay, so he had no sound there either.
Mess with.
Stupid rats. Let's try that again.
I'd better check that out.
Okay.
You to mess with us.
Fuck off. Alright.
State your business, civilian.
So yeah, once again, sound very quiet. And no sound at all. Even when I like cranked up the volume, no sound. So there's definitely an issue going on here.
Gather. If bad.
Okay. So, let's get rid of you. Cameraman. Oh, that's that. Okay. Nope, that's that. Okay, let's do this. Since we'll just reload the shard, get out of the basement area, get back to this point, and then we'll go and we'll see if the issue's persisting. I don't really want to, but we might have to fucking reload, fucking start a new game all over again because of whatever this fucking stupid audio issue is. The interior audio in here also sounds very quiet for some reason. There was no audio on opening that door, so I think that's so fucking stupid. I don't like that's not even an issue of London itself. That's just like an indicative issue of Fallout 4. But that's so stupid that when a fucking some bug like that pops up, the issue specifically is only like it'll pop up at a certain point, right? But the issue will affect literally the entire save. Drink, you son of a bitch. So now just the entire save character is fucking screwed. It's just shot. That's so dumb. I was talking about the level up. It seemed the same as 4, but looked different, more descriptive. Oh, you mean the mod that changes the level up screen? Okay, yeah, yeah. It looks almost exactly the same as the Fallout 4 mod, which isn't surprising. I've seen a couple of bits of modded content, like when we started the game, for example. There was that ghoul head in the jar that was, I'm pretty sure, the modded one for Fallout 3. Or like the Fallout 3 ghoul modded into Fallout 4. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Give me that fucking ticket. Fuck you. This way. Whoops. Hi. Nope, fuck you. Stupid rat. I vote for starting over again. I enjoyed watching you try to get out of the lab over and over and over and over. Yeah, it was a pickle. It was definitely a pickle and a half. But the melee weapon, what was it? Melee weapon. The cane definitely helped things. Plus that fucking drinking fountain. That drinking fountain is literally a lifesaver. Especially on survival mode. Holy shit. Maybe you might have to make a new character. We just might. And that's ridiculous. What the fuck? It was foggy and rainy outside a second ago, and now it's all bright and sunshiny day. Immersion broken. I guess it's still kind of foggy. Just gray skies now. But it was rainy and foggy. That's fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, I guess that is a closed bridge up there. Bricks and such, it looks like, maybe. It looks very untextured, actually. Okay, there's the blast doors. Yeah, now I can see it. I couldn't see those before. It was just that weird sort of like nondescript texture there. Whoopsies. I've been in an accident. Oh dear. If you do start over, I recommend installing Buffout 4 first. I suppose I probably should. How would I go about doing it? Because again, I've only ever done it through like a mod organizer. I don't know how to manually do it. I always have the robots do it. Loading screens. Loading screens. I like these the background art that we're seeing. It's very cool. Or not background screen. Yes, but specifically the fuck, what is it? The working in my brain. What is it? The concept art. That's it. Okay. Let's run over here. Bam. See what you guys got. Yep, still broken. Shit. Okay. Manually download Buffout 4 for the requirement, then drop the file in the data folder in the Fallout 4 Goaty edition for your GOG edition. Okay, so just grab the files and then throw them into the data folder. Got it. Let's do that. Because we are definitely going to have to fucking start all over. God, that sucks. All right. So, let's go over here. Grab you real quick. Buffout 4. And I can just download the regular one. It doesn't have to be one specific for London or anything, right? What is that? Oh, that's that. Okay. Do. Says it's going to need the address library and the script extender. Does it need that, or do I just need the files? Yep, real easy. Yes! Yeah, just normal Buffout works. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. Installed. It's installed through GOG. I'm pretty sure it is. Show folder. There we go. Yep. Okay. So data. It needs those two. Some bitch. All right. So grab those. Grab the script extender. Manual download the address library and manually download the script extender. Fantastic. Very good. So let's jump over here. And let's open you up. Why are those there? I deleted those. Let's get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. And then the rest can stay. Okay. Buffout 4. Actually, let's do you. Go here, grab you guys, slap you in there, replace files, address library, plugins. So the plugins for the address library, those just go in the Fallout 4 Game of the Year folder. They don't go in data. If I remember correctly, that's how it goes anyway. Go in data. Yeah, because there's no plug-in folder in just the base file. No, also data. Okay, cool. Fair enough. What's Buffout 4? Buffout 4 is basically like a stabilizer for the game. It's the There's another. I can't remember the name of the one for Fallout New Vegas, but it's basically the one that stops the game from crashing effectively. Let's go here. Okay, so data plugins. Right there. This is the address library. Go to buffout 4. Grab you. Do that. Refresh. And plugins. Okay. Oh, okay, neat. Yeah, it's like right up there with one of those mods where it's like you gotta have this. Not to the same extent that you need that one for Fallout New Vegas. Because that one pretty much just like makes the game actually run. This one, like Buffout 4, more or less just strengthens the game, quote unquote, to make it more stable overall. All 3 folders need to go in data. Okay, cool. Do the same thing for those 2. Drop them in the same folder as Buffout 4. Okay. Yeah, so they would both go in plugins, and plugins would go in data. Small correction, I think you can just drop the script extender into the Goaty folder, not the data one. Yeah, that one you always drop into the data folder. That's the only thing I know about modding Fallout 4 manually. The script extender always goes in data. That's how it goes. And then because we're still launching because London doesn't have a specific launcher, right? It just sort of piggybacks off Fallout 4. But no, address library and Buffout 4 need to go into the data folder. Yep, they're both still in the data folder. Oh, now I gotta move shit. Thank you for subscribing, Peyton. I saw the first part of that name. I missed the second. I apologize, but thank you for the subscription. It was tremendously kind. Let's open this up. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's all good. Windows mode, advanced. Texture quality, ultra. Okay, shadow quality. I might turn the shadow quality up because the shadows look fucking awful. Let's do this, actually. Let's set everything to ultra, but the texture quality... Wait, where is it? View distance. Object detail. Object detail. Texture, shadow, decal, lighting, God ray, depth of field. Occlusion, screen space, wetness. Okay. Yeah, because you guys also said that we needed to do, we need to turn like weapon debris off or something and turn off the high definition textures. But I think we're good here. Okay. Fallout 4 SE goes into the Fallout 4 folder, which contains f4.exe, not data. Yes, that is correct. It goes into the main Fallout 4 folder, and then everything else goes into data. Gotcha. And we'll leave that as that. We'll close that. Okay. You should be set, and if it does not, and if it does crash from now on, you should give you crash logs. Okay, cool. So we'll close these guys again. Let me go over here. Tinker with my Discord for a second. Let's move that right there. What was this? That was that. Let's go there. Pull that there. Okay. Good. And now I gotta readjust this shit because for whatever reason that moves around when I move OBS. Okay. Back in we go. Let's see what happens. You were using Fallout version, blah, 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 which is out of date and incompatible with this version of Fallout 4. Update to the latest version. That's the one I grabbed. God damn it. All right. Script extender. All right. So this one. Nexus needs to update their shit. Wait, this is the same one I downloaded it from. What? That's not the one I downloaded. What the fuck? All right. Ugh. Just do this. Show folder. Grab you. Open you up. Open you up. Grab you. Place folders. And then just to be safe, we'll grab this stuff. Well, no, because they go into plugins, and I'm pretty sure there's not a plugins folder in there. Nope, that's just script. Okay, so now we should be good. Why do you think I'm using fucking version fucking 1.10. Fucking whatever the heck? This literally says it's version 1.10.948, not 163. What the hell? Oh, goodness. Is the one that's on fucking... What's this? That's that. Is the one that's on Nexus fucking the old version? The previous version? That doesn't make sense. Update compatible with this version of Fallout 4. Updates the latest version. I did. That's the latest version. That's what it... Oh, wait. What's that say? Compatible with runtime. Okay. You know, parts of the version. Okay. So that opens that, and then that does that. So what if we do... where are you? Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Couldn't find Fallout 4.exe. What? Okay, so that's that. That's that. What the hell? Well, where's the fucking proper script extender? Okay, so that's that. Loader. Options. Oh my god. Oops. Come on. What? No, not open. I want to look at the properties. Oh dear. This is quickly spiraling out of control. Why is this not allowing me to do that now? I'm gonna hop into my game and see if I can give you the extender version I'm using. What's an extender version? That's 0.2. Well, what the hell? Why is it saying that I'm using the previous version instead of the fucking current version? Read me. What's new? So that's not that. The version is... Oh, okay. That makes sense. I just don't know why it's saying that I'm using the previous version. Okay, that looks like different download stuff for different things. Wait, what did that say? Hold on. You're using Fallout version, which is out of date and incompatible with this version of Fallout 4. Update to the latest version. Okay. This version listed on here is supposed to be compatible. When I launch loader exe, receive an error. This program does not support. You have to download 0.72. Okay, so that's the wrong version of the script extender. What do you mean? Because I went to the Nexus and the top main file, it says compatible with runtime 1.10.984. And it says that on here you were using Fallout version and this is the Fallout 4 script extender loader. So this seems to be saying that the version I have installed is version 1.10.163. But the Nexus says that the one I downloaded is 1.10.984. So, like, what the fuck? Why would it say that? Why would it willingly deceive me in such a way? Oh, for script extender. Okay, so what's this one? That was updated in May. And that one was updated in August, so that would see... Oh, no, that was downloaded in August. That was also uploaded in May. When I download my version, it says I'm running 0.6.23. All native code plugins, yes, need to be updated. Okay. Old native code plugins, not downloading. Hmm. 6.23. Okay, well, it says there's a version. It says here that there's a version, which is the same one you're using. That's so weird because it says here that it says compatible with runtime 1.10.163, and it says on here that that's what I'm using. That's so weird. Oops. Well, I guess I got to do that too, but I'll do this for now. Let's move that over. And seeing as how there's only one file for Fallout 4, that can't be the issue. Yeah, it's 100% the script extender, but I don't understand why the script extender is saying that it's using that I'm using the wrong one when I'm using the most up-to-date version. That doesn't make any sense. But I got the files and stuff, so let's do this. Let's just quit out of this. Replace that. 408 files? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see what happens now. Does Fallout London use its own built-in script extender? It might, but you have to run Fallout 4 and Game of the Year from the Game of the Year folder. I don't think Fallout 4 uses its own script extender. I think it just has all of, like, it has a bunch of different mod components that were added into the overall mod that they got permission to use. And then it pretty much just loads on top of Fallout 4. So it doesn't technically need a script extender because all of it is already built into the the game. So it just kind of like side loads that instead of Fallout 4. What version did you download of the script extender? Was it 1.63? Yes, there's a DLL folder that says 1.10.163. And it was in the old file section, so it's like an older one or whatever. But it is the same number. You got to start a new character after all. This is sorted out to continue with the current save. It's very likely. with modding, it's usually a case where like after you mod a game, specifically one as unstable as like New Vegas or Fallout 4, it's usually 9 times out of 10 you'll have to start a new save, because like mods don't really like being plugged in and unplugged and plugged back in a lot. It can cause a lot of like file and like save issues and stuff like that. There are some mods where you can do that. There's a grass mod that I use in Fallout 4, and I can like unplug that and plug it back in as many times as I want, and as far as I know, it won't cause any big issues. But yeah, it really all just depends on the file and like what specifically it does. Yeah, and since you are on GOG, it should be the older version of Fallout 4, not after the update. Not after. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense, because it's using the older version, and the newer version of Script Extender is the one that's compatible with the update. I guess that would kind of make sense. Sorry, I wanted to help you, but I don't know what the issue is. My bad. Don't worry. I think this might work, because it seems like the we just needed to download the one that wasn't for the new game version. So let's give this a try. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense though. Why would it not be working? Oh, gee whiz. Gee whiz indeed. Okay, I found a thing on here that says, like in the comments, it looks like somebody's having the same issue that I was having. I can't run the Fallout 4 loader. I have the game on GOG, and it tells me when I run it, says you are using Fallout version 1. Fallout version 163, which is out of date and incompatible with the version of the FTL. Update to the latest version, and then it says on the File tab, find the download version for 163 and use that. And the guy says thank you. So it seems like his problem was solved there, and that's the one I grabbed. So let's do this. Let me organize here a little bit. Let's jump back here. Get rid of you. 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 So we all got none of those. Download that because that's the same one. Let's refresh you. Cool. Go here. Grab these guys. Paste these here. Reload files. Let's close this for now. And let's close it all the way. And open it back up. And see what's good. Come on, GOG. For Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. Oh, no, there it is. Just taking a second. There it is. All right. New unread notification. I don't care. The only thing I can think of is check which version of Fallout game that you're using. Okay, let's see. Is this through GOG? Installed. Isn't there one that's like specifically like, oh, you can, oh no, here we go. Yeah, all right, so, what was that? Scary clown face. All right, no, come on. Yeah, V patch notes, yeah, 0.63, so. Oh, can we download these? That's kind of cool. Okay, whatever. close that. So yeah, I'm using... What the hell? Let's do this. Syncing. Okay. Let's start this up. Oh no, because that... actually, let's do this. Couldn't find Fallout 4. Okay, so... What? Okay. Is your game just gone from the folder? No, it's there. Yeah, see? Nope, that's London. So why did that work from the launcher? Well, now here's the fucked up thing. I have no way of testing, or I have no way of knowing if that actually fixed the problem. Because I was gonna say I think that the issue might be that London is loaded on top of that already. So I think what I have to do is maybe uninstall London and then reinstall it. Maybe. Yeah, just do that. And then we can just hold on to the other stuff. So, wait. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's there. Okay, so I was using the right one. And then that's there. So let me do this. Let's open you back up again. Because you should be able to open no problem. Except for the syncing thing. It's so bizarre. I got Buffout 4 to work with me for no issues. Yeah, I've had the same experience. Modding like this has never been so fucking difficult. So that's the launcher. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's do... I don't... Fucking stupid GOG Cloud bullshit. I don't need another fucking thing. Okay, that's weird, because I uninstalled London, and yet it's still in the Fallout 4 thing. Cool. So... Alright, so we'll just uninstall Fallout 4, and then we'll reinstall Fallout 4, add the mod stuff, and then go from there. Uninstall anyway. I don't care about your fucking stupid cloud sync bullshit. It's not on the cloud anyway. It's on my fucking system. Where's Buffout 4? Buffout 4. Because London overwrites everything in 4, so even if it's gone, it's still going to be there. Gone equals uninstalled. That's fair. All right. So that's that. Get rid of both of you guys. Install. Don't need desktop shortcut. D? Yes, D. The mod team stated that to get 4 back, you have to uninstall London and then re-download 4. That makes sense. You download get the original files. Yeah, that makes sense. Luckily for me, I have it on Steam as well, so I don't need to worry about like uninstalling this. Like this is specifically like GOG is just for playing Fallout London. This is unrelated to any of my other Fallout 4 related stuff. Why didn't they put it on the Nexus? Because the Nexus literally does not have the server capability to hold a game as big as Fallout London. Fallout London is 30 gigabytes, which is like almost half of the size of Fallout 4 in terms of total data. And there is not a mod on Nexus that is even close to that big. I think maybe the biggest one on Nexus is maybe like 5 gigabytes, and even then I could be way off on that one. It's a huge mod. That's actually the literal, like, everybody was making such a big deal about like, oh, fucking Bethesda dropped the next gen update for Fallout 4 and absolutely screwed over Fallout London. Like, they just fucking bent him over the coals and shit like that. Like, they're all like, oh, Bethesda is literally like the most evil corporation because they sabotaged Fallout London. And yet the entire time, like, don't get me wrong, the update definitely set them back a bit, but their biggest problem was that they literally had no way to actually get the mod out to players until they did the whole GOG partnership and everything, which, to be fair, worked spectacularly because like there's a bunch of other big Fallout mods that are coming out. Cascadia, Fallout Miami, a couple of them that are just like remakes, the Capital Wasteland project, Empire Waste, the Fallout 4 New Vegas. So like a lot of big projects like that are most likely going to also be very big in size. So it's like me personally, I hope that they also do partnerships with GOG, and GOG just kind of becomes like the major platform for a lot of these like big Fallout projects. Because like, I mean, it worked pretty well for Fallout London. So I don't see any real reason why it couldn't work for the other projects. Didn't know that. Yeah. It's almost the same size as Game of the Year edition for on GOG. Yeah. I can never get my Steam version of 4 to downgrade. Yeah, I know there's a way to do it. I just can't remember how to do it. But at this point, fuck it. I'm like I said, I'm just gonna use Fallout 4 for or the Steam version anyway, for modding for the new version, and then GOG is just gonna be for playing London, and maybe any other games that come to it, or any other big mod projects. Almost forgot about Fallout Miami. No, yeah, they're still knocking around. Every once in a while, I'll see them post something on Twitter, and it's like, fuck yeah, Miami, let's go. I'm excited for Miami. That looks like it's gonna be fun. The Vacation Wasteland. Fuck yeah. What are the big mod projects? I know I'm in like all of their Discord servers. So yeah, there's a lot in here that might not actually be in active production anymore. Like one of them that I'm seeing here is New Dixie, which I think is actually not defunct, but like merged with a different project. But you got Fallout the Frontier, which is working on a big, massive overhaul. Fallout Music City, which was going to take place in... Fuck, what was it? Was it Detroit? I think it was... No. Maybe it was in Detroit. I can't remember off the top of my head. Fallout Coos Bay, which is what Ropaket and Hippie Holocaust are still working on. It's going to take place in Coos Bay, Oregon, which is a beautiful place. It's going to be... That specifically, I think, is going to be really cool. Project Arroyo, which I think is the remake of Fallout 2. Obviously Nuevo Mexico. And then we got Cascadia, Team London's right there. Fallout 4 New Vegas, the Capital Wasteland Project. Fallout Hawaii, but I don't know how active that is anymore. There's also what is it? What is it? There's another one. Fallout Ashfall, which is a New Vegas, but in Hawaii. I think Fallout Hawaii specifically is Fallout 4 in Hawaii. Fallout Vault 13, Fallout Badlands, which I think that one's defunct. And then there's other ones like Liberty Hell, Motor City, and Fallout Alaska, which I think are all also defunct. I think Alaska might still be working on stuff in the background. I can't remember, but a lot of these are just like big some of them have like big strong teams behind them. But then there's some that are just kind of like at this point, like I said, defunct projects where it's like, oh, this is like a cool thing that we want to, keep working on. But like the timetable for it is just like way stretched out because they don't have the same, like strong hype and community behind it. I'm loading this up just to run that. So it's like loaded and everything. Yeah. Come on. I literally don't have time for this because I need to spend fucking 2 hours just escaping from the lab. You bastards. You motherfuckers. Cancel sync, don't care. Failed to sync. Okay. So we got that in there. So let's jump over here. Get rid of the script extender and then download Buffout 4. There's the address library. I just need the address library. I don't need the plug-in preloader F4, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, I almost forgot. I got to download the... Huh? What? Unavailable to browse. What the fuck? Oh, I need to download the other version of script extender. That's where I goofed. Okay, that's no problem. Just grab that real quick. On the subject of big mods, I don't understand Bethesda's copyright system. Like, why is it an issue to use other Bethesda games assets in other Bethesda game mods? Like, they have to revoice all of the characters for Capital Wasteland because copyright prevents them from using voice files from 3. Just doesn't make sense to me. So, let's see. I don't understand why Bethesda's copyright system. Why is it an issue to use other Bethesda game assets in other Bethesda game mods? So, the voice copyright thing specifically makes sense because in that issue, you're using audio, you're using voice lines that the voice actors created, and there's a whole copyright thing with that being used, because so like you can't legally use that in a mod project because it falls under, like, that's something you kind of have to like get the actors involved in and get their okay on and everything. So like, for example, there's a I found this out through one of my buddies who's a big Star Wars fan, and I was aware of him as well, but he was more so aware of it because he's bigger in the Star Wars community than I am. There's a guy on YouTube named Star Wars Theory, and basically his whole shtick is he literally, as far as I've seen and heard anyway, he will literally just like, he's a big content creator in the space, and literally all he does is basically just shits on every single aspect of Star Wars, specifically like a lot of the newer stuff. He has zero good things to say about like practically anything that's not like the original trilogy or like the Clone Wars series, right? It's just all garbage, especially all of the like newer stuff. It's all like, oh, it's woke and forced DEI and all this stuff. And as far as I know, he just offers criticism, and they're like very, very rarely has anything positive to say about the franchise. The point of bringing him up though is he's actually trying to make his own Star Wars project, whether it's some sort of like fanfic film or what have you. I don't know, but he's doing it using AI generated images and AI voice synthesizers. And in that process, he's basically taking old version, like, old audio from like the shows and movies and such, and is inserting it into his project. And in some cases, is using like AI generative learning stuff to make those voices then be able to say other things that the voice actors originally didn't say. And as last I saw, Mark Hamill was actually made aware of this, and I don't think he's too happy about it. So like it's just always that risk of creating something that the voice actors themselves didn't originally like endorse or give permission on. So like that I definitely see. As far as like using assets from other Bethesda games in mods, like bringing over stuff from that's like a direct asset rip from like Skyrim or Starfield or anything like that. I think that's just more one of those like weird copyright things where it's like, oh, this was intended to be used for this specific thing, and there's all these weird legalese about that only being used for this and not that. I think it is kind of silly. The voice stuff I 100% get. The asset stuff, it seems a little off, especially since it's all owned by Bethesda. But maybe there's some like artistic rights and creativity limitations and stuff around it. I don't know. That's just my little game theory about it. Did these ever download? Where the fuck are they? There they are. Oh no, wait, those aren't it. Did they download? So hold on. That's the script extender. Right, because I need to download the other script extender. That's right. Okay. Let me grab that. Put that there. And then reload everything. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. I skipped everything instead of overwritten everything. Kingath said he wanted to get the VA for 3 Dog and SS2, but Bethesda copyright wouldn't let him. Weird. I wonder why. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff where it's probably like these weird legally things, and I don't think anybody but, I was going to say nobody but Todd Howard knows, but fucking Todd Howard probably doesn't even know. He'd probably have to talk to a lawyer or something. But yeah, it's one of those like weird fucking corporate things that like it doesn't make too much sense, but when you actually like dig into like all the legalities around it, I guess maybe it probably makes sense. I wonder if anybody ever tried recreating Fallout 4, but entirely pre-war. Would probably be too much work. Yeah, and plus there's not like a lot of assets for it, so a lot of it would have to be recreating. Well, I guess yes, recreating assets, but also like creating new assets specifically for the pre-war setting. That would be pretty cool though. So that's 1.6.3. Whoops. The file back. There we go. You need everything from address library. Yep, I'm getting that. So got all that. That's the right thing. Let's jump back there. Let's get rid of you. Let's go over here. Go over to you. That's buff out. Download that. You need everything from address library. Okay, so then we just need address library. We don't need this plugin preloader F4 thing. We don't need that. We just need buff out and address library. Load this up. I mean, the quality has gone down a lot. I mean, it kind of depends on where you sit in the Star Wars community. Me personally, as far as like Acolyte specifically, I don't know. It's weird because Star Wars, like I was talking with my housemate the other day who's a big Star Wars fan. Not like a massive Star Wars fan. I have another buddy who's like a bigger Star Wars fan. And like he also is in kind of agreement with me on this, but like Star Wars has never really been a good series, right? It's never really been like a super high quality, well written like movie. Like the main trilogy specifically, right? There's always outliers, of course, like the Clone Wars series and Rogue One and stuff like that. The outliers are kind of different. But as far as like the main series, they've never really been like super good, you know. They're not like high cinema kind of stuff. They're usually pretty, pretty straightforward. The writing's never really like super fantastic. There's never really any like moments where it's like that was fucking genius writing. You know, there's not really much of that. Every once in a while, of course, in the main trilogies, there's a fucking banger moment, you know. It's usually like fighting moments, but when it's like dialogue moments, it's usually one of those things that's not super great, but it's like good. So like Star Wars has never been like a great series or like a super well written series. It's always been like a good fun series, you know. And then every once in a while you have super well choreographed and really epic fight scenes. So like Obi-Wan fighting Anakin in episode 3, and the lava's all over the place, and like oh, you know, shit like that. Like that shit was fucking fire. A lot of the older ones had really great fight scenes, like the Sarlacc pit, and the newer trilogy, the fucking big epic space battle with all the fucking spaceships in The Last Jedi, I think it is. Whatever the last Star Wars one was. I think that was the second one. I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, fight scenes and stuff like that have always been like the bread and butter of Star Wars. And in Acolyte, it's really the same. The writing and storytelling isn't super great. I think it kind of, maybe not suffers, but is somewhat limited in a sense because oh no, plugins, I gotta grab the right one. There we go. Because of the fact that it's a TV show, so it's like, you know, they can't like just put all the cards on the table. They kind of gotta drag it out a little bit. So like in the long haul over the entire first season, it was pretty decent, you know. As I said, the writing was kind of a little meandering in a sense. There were some parts that were like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense why they would do that. Or more so specifically, it's like they probably could have done that a little smarter, you know. They probably could have been a little bit smarter about doing that specifically. Okay, so that's the address library and that's buff out 4. Okay, so I got all those installed. So, and that's in the Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition. And now we'll install London. And that should, I think, work. But yeah, as far as like Acolyte specifically, like focusing on that, it's another one of the, it's pretty much a very typical Star Wars story, you know. The story isn't real great. The writing at time is a little bit, you know, fucking hackmeat and cheesy, but the combat scenes 9 times out of 10 are fucking fire. Like, they're fucking awesome. And literally at the end of the day, that's all we care about in Star Wars. It's just like, it's space wizards fucking fighting with glowing swords. Like, it's really not that deep, bro. But yeah, like I said, it's not, I'm not trying to make this a whole big fucking my review of Star Wars The Acolyte, because I don't really care all that much. But like, it's okay. Writing's not real great, but the fighting's dope. And they kind of set some stuff up that's kind of cool. They actually finally got around to the whole point that they were getting at. Like, oh, the Jedi aren't like really like the best people. Like, they're not the goodest of boys and shit like that. So, you know, like it like I said, kind of meandering. So like it gets there. I think about contracts and asset artists and voice actors. That makes sense. Bethesda itself easily transfer assets like Radroach and skeletons from one series to another, from Oblivion to Fallout 3 to Skyrim to Fallout 4. Yeah, and they also use the what is it? The fuck, what was it? I noticed this when we were getting like leaks and information about Starfield. There was a I can't remember what the creature was, but there was a very specific creature in Fallout 4 that used the same skeletal animations as the Snallygaster in Fallout 76. So it's like asset. I think it's mostly just like they like keeping like stuff internal. So like like skeletal frames and stuff like that, and like specific assets and this, that, and the other thing. I think they always I think they like keeping that stuff closer to the chest, and I think that's more so just like we don't want our like, you know, we don't want other people to like, you know, see the secret sauce or whatever. I don't know. Corporate things. No, get the preload plugin thing. Preload plugin thing? Oh, get the preload plugin thing. Okay. So I should have that as well. Okay. Maybe that was part of the issue I was having before. Let's download that real quick. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. While playing London, I had to remove the player skeleton because for some reason it was clipping through my body. So whenever I crouched, the skeleton was just blocking my entire face. That's weird. That also sounds hilarious, though. You should have fucking recorded footage of that. That's the address library. Where's the fucking download thing? Download. There we go. There it is. Okay. I don't mean just Acolyte. I'm talking like the majority of the live action shows except Andor. Oh, they never provided evidence of the Jedi being wrong. It's all based on reasonable mistakes. I mean, that's really just what being wrong is, right? Like, it's all reasonable mistakes. What is this? This is... Okay, so that's the preloader. This also goes in the data folder. I think it does, yeah. Copy that. Like, I don't think they ever set out to make the Jedi look like they're, you know, outwardly malicious or anything. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, they did something where it was all just like a reasonable mistake, you know, quote unquote. Because, like, you know, at the end of the day, they don't want to make the Jedi like evil. Like, they're not out here just like intentionally slaughtering people. But one of those things, they're more so trying to paint it as if the Jedi aren't like paragons of virtue and stuff like that. You know, like, oh, they make mistakes and shit like that. But they're not like trying to paint them as like bad guys. They're just trying to paint them as more so like morally questionable, I think. At least that's what I got that they were trying to. That was my interpretation of what they were trying to do with the characters in the series and such. Is my fucking air conditioner... no, it's not. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry, hold on. I'm messing with my fucking AC thing here. I had to like I got new internet the other day, and I had to like fucking replug in all my shit. So in the process of doing that, I basically had to like reset my home thermostat system, and now for some reason, it's got this like weird setting on it where it's all like, oh, we're in like eco mode all the time or whatever. So when you change the temperature, it's only going to have it set to that temperature for 2 hours, and then it's going to switch back to eco mode. And I can't figure out how to turn that shit off. Because like it wasn't doing that before, and now it is. And it's like, fucking stop doing that. God damn it. And also I do not have a screenshot, but when I looked at how to fix the skeleton issue, I discovered it's a base Fallout 4 issue, so not the mod causing it. Yeah, like I was saying that with the save file thing. Like a lot of it, there's like maybe like a couple things that I've noted so far and have talked about, where something will happen and it's all like, oh, this is an issue. Yes, that's the right location. Application encountered an error during the operation. Cannot perform. Fucking why not? Install. Is it because of the fucking... Oh, Jesus. I think it's because the fucking... It's because script extender is loaded on top of it, so it can't find... No? Because... Yeah, that's the right location. Oops. Maybe remove all the Fallout 4 stuff, then install London. Okay, let's try that. Let's grab plugins. Go here. Paste those there. Reload. Cool. Let's get rid of you. Now let's try it. Should have joined early because I have no idea what's happening. Fallout 4. Custom control map text access is denied. What? Okay. Oh dear. All this because my dumb self wanted to help and suggest he installed buff out 4. Sorry, Toshi. There's no need to be sorry. I was actually thinking of trying to do that myself, because I've been seeing stuff where it's, I mean, like, I've used buff out 4 before, and it's always helped with like stabilization and stuff. And I've seen people talk about doing an install on that. I just don't know what the issue I'm having here is. Let's do this. Let's do that and then see what happens if I do that. Okay, cool. That worked. I literally just had to delete that file that it was talking about, and now the installer's working. Cool. That works. Let me go in here and double check. Oh, I need to re-download the address library thing, or the script extender. I just want to make sure I got that file wasn't something that came from script extender. It probably was. It was not. I don't know where that file came from. Oh, wait, no. Yep, there it is. Custom controller map. Okay. We'll leave that out for right now, and then we'll see what happens here. I think it came from London. No, it was a script extender thing. There we go. So maybe it just didn't get deleted when you uninstalled. No, it was from the script extender, but it's working now. So So that's still there. I don't think this is gonna work, but let's do this and just see what happens. I love messing around with game files and finding out I only need to remove one thing. Bro, so that, like, okay, so, broad story here. The basics of it is, I've been spending the last, like, 2 months, getting components for a new PC build. Got everything installed. Bunch of middle stuff that's not really important. But it was very frustrating. Incorrect components, issues with components, this, that, and the other thing. Got everything all put together. Got everything transferred over. Had to do some manual transferring, which is always super fun with fucking software. And it wasn't a thing where I could just mirror. Okay, that crashed. That's fine. It wasn't a thing where I could just like mirror the drive onto another drive and then just swap it, because I was working with different pieces and stuff. But point is, if you're still having audio issues, I found something on Reddit that might help. Okay, we'll hold on to that because we're gonna check this real quick. I don't know why the times on that are the same, but let's we'll load that and we'll see what happens. What was I saying? Oh yes, the PC. So got the PC all working and everything. Got the files all set up. Everything was working fine. And then I'm still not entirely sure what I did. I think it was a misclick when I was messing with the properties of a file. But I basically set it so that the permissions for all of the files on my computer changed slightly. And if anybody in the chat knows anything about permissions, messing with that stuff is super risky, because that can open you up to like outside intrusion, because then it's like, oh, here's a little thing that I can like wiggle my way into and like get in and start messing with shit. Cool, we loaded in. I'll finish my story and then we'll get into it. So permissions got all messed up and I'm like, fuck, now I gotta fucking figure out how to fix that. And this was also around the same time where I got my new internet provider all set up. So had a new internet provider, had this thing happen with my permissions and stuff. And in the process, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think it was related to the permission stuff, but the editing software, or the photo editing software that I use, Affinity, also started having this issue where it wouldn't actually load up, because it was saying like, oh, not connected to like this, that, or the other thing or whatever. Like, you're having some issue with your firewall. Make sure we're not blocked by the firewall or anything. And so because the properties thing was having an issue and I couldn't actually fix it, I basically had to just reinstall Windows, keep all my files, and then I had to set everything up. The long, boring, arduous task of just setting everything up back up the way it was, and I was still having the issue with Affinity. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? Now I know it's something that's not related to the properties issue, because I've just reinstalled everything, so everything is set to factory default. Why is it not working? I got in there, tested everything. I'm like, is it the internet? No, I don't think it is. Is it this? Is it that? I went through all these like different forum channels and everything, and I'm like, I can't figure it out. What the fuck is the problem? And then I think there was one potentially unrelated thing that I found pertaining to, I think, another issue. And it said that, I think it's in, where is it? One of the other files, like, like in user, and then in this, and then another thing, and that's where a bunch of other like files are. I found out that the issue that I was having was, and this was after doing like a full reinstall of the software, like deleting literally everything associated with it and then reinstalling it. I found out that the reason I couldn't open the file, or the program, was because there was one file in one relatively easily accessible document that, for whatever reason, was set to hidden on a fresh install instead of being unhidden. And that one file being hidden basically meant that the program just couldn't run. It was under the assumption that it was being blocked by a firewall or something. And changing that one file from hidden to unhidden literally fixed the issue. And it was the dumbest thing I think I had ever seen in my entire life. I'm all like, bro, what the fuck? It was super stressful because Affinity is the one that I okay, never mind. I thought the light looked weird and different. But Affinity photo editor, just quick unrelated pitch, is a non-sponsor pitch, is a free to use photo editing software similar to Adobe Photoshop, but primarily free to use. I'm back, so you got it to work. Potentially, I gotta test the audio thing here, but I believe we got all the stuff working with script extender and buff out and stuff like that. The save itself might still be borked, but we at least got everything installed and we're able to open up the game. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, that was the Affinity was the program that I downgraded to, maybe not downgraded, but slided over to after just getting fed up with using Photoshop. It's a really great photo editor. If anybody needs to do any photo editing stuff, I definitely recommend Affinity. But I was just so pissed off because, maybe not pissed off, but like it's like this is ridiculous. Especially since it's something that I got directly from the manufacturer, right? And it's like, it's kind of their responsibility to make sure that files and stuff work like that, work and everything. And I don't know if it was just like that version or whatever, but it was just that one time where I've ever had that issue happen with Affinity. And it made sense in retrospective because when in my file editing and everything, I had seen that specific file in previous builds that was for whatever reason hidden in this build. I don't know what they changed. I don't know why they changed it, but that one file, .affinity, being hidden literally broke the entire software, at least on my computer. This reminds me of a story from work when I work on a low voltage data tech. I work as a low voltage data tech. One day, a couple weeks ago, my coworker and I were trying to troubleshoot a single cable, and it was like 100 degrees outside. Hate that already. So to get from one end of the cable to the other end, we would have to walk 2.5 miles one way. We spent an entire day trying to figure out what was wrong with the cable, couldn't figure it out. We go back to work the next day, and it turns out the issue is we forgot to plug something back in. Oh, I love it. Me personally, I always appreciate it when the issue is always something small and minuscule as opposed to something like big and catastrophic, right? Because like, even though it's annoying that it's like, oh, it was literally just this one tiny thing, at least it's something easily fixable, right? And it's not like, oh, it was this big fucking massive thing that we had to spend like 6 years fixing or whatever. I'm not going to mess with the audio right now. I'm going to leave all that as is. Let's see what happens. Nope, still having an issue. Okay, let's do this then. Let's go to the main menu. And let's see, where is it? Nope, that's modded survival. I think it's just this one. Oops, nope, that's not it. Yes, let's go to this one, yeah. All right, we're kind of jumping ahead a little bit here, but I'm gonna load my my main playthrough here, and we're gonna talk to this guy real quick to see if his audio works. Because if his audio works, it's not save related, and then we kind of got a little bit of an issue. I mean, we've had that happen at work to where we spend forever pulling a cable and then oops, too short by either a couple feet or like 100. Yeah, that's always the fun part about cables. It's always something with them. And at that point, we're screwed because we can't just go grab a new cable that's the right length. Yeah. All right. Oh, wow. That audio sounds weird. Shut up, music. Okay, hold on a sec.
Blessings be upon you. All are welcome, and it is our duty to provide aid and protection to those in need. However, we do expect mutual respect.
Whoa, why does the audio sound so fucked up like that? What in the goddamn? What do you got to say? Hold on. Ooh.
Can't say I've treated a survivor of a rail accident before. This will be interesting.
Okay, I don't know why that went up. That was weird. Sorry, I don't think you could have seen that, but that was my my volume turned up for some reason.
That remedy should do the trick. Just remember those breathing exercises.
Toshi, are you using a headset? No. Oh, cool. Railway spine is fixed. Okay, well, now I know where to go for the railway spine. Okay, let me run out here real quick and see if I can, because I know there's a guy out here. Let me run and talk to him real quick. See if he has the same audio problem. Fuck. Ah, you're all fucking useless. All right, let's do this. We'll go back a little bit further and right here. And I know we can talk to the ferryman here. What's going on, smooth skin? We're having literally every single problem with Fallout London anybody could possibly have. But yeah, I'm not using headset. I'm using just my speakers because my microphone's pretty good. It's a shotgun microphone. So it only picks up audio in my direction, which is very nice because I don't have to wear my headphones, which, one, get warm on my head because it's fucking summer and it's hot as hell. And two, they don't press my glasses into my scalp and then fucking hurt my sensitive little boy skin. Has he crashed yet? 3 times, actually. Literally the vast majority of the times I've crashed in this game specifically has been from fucking streaming. Okay, so that you're working fine.
I haven't decided, but it'll be an adventure finding out either way. It's been a real experience working with you. Can't say it was a good one, but it was an experience. You ever thought you want to share with the class? What do you need from me?
Okay, now I can't re-recruit you. That's weird. Okay, so his audio is definitely a little bit better, but it still sounds off.
Still working? What do you need? Time's ticking.
Why is the audio so fucked up? Master. Yeah, master's all the way up. Oops.
Time's ticking. So talk. You need?
Ah, hello there, human.
That's weird. I mean, maybe it's just me, but it sounds way different. It sounds a lot quieter. I don't know if it sounds the same for you guys. Sounds like a train station announcer's voice. Funny in a London context. I know, that was really weird. The echo seemed mostly like it was something that was added for, like, it's an interior thing, but it definitely wasn't working properly. And the fix I found might not work. What madman would strap a microphone to the barrel of a shotgun? One that doesn't have a fucking a proper boom mic stand. Dude, this is why I can't use headphones, because they shove the arms of my glasses into my skull. Yeah, real. I think there's a bug where you can't grab companions again once you dismiss them. Oh, that's a bummer. What headphones are they? I wear glasses in my headphones. They're not even pushing off my face. So that's the weird thing. The headphones, I know you were talking to somebody else, but for me specifically, the headphones that I have, like I've had those for years. It's specifically the type of glasses I have. I had to get new glasses at the start of the year, and the old ones I could wear with my headphones on all day, no problem. But these new ones, I have no idea why, but like when I put my headphones in, they just like start really badly squeezing into my fucking skull, and I have absolutely no idea why. It's so fucking annoying. No, it's not just you. It's really quiet and only coming out of one of my headphones. Interesting. All right, let's do this then. Oh my god, I just want to play the fucking game, and now it's become a fucking case of fucking bug testing and mod proofing and shit. It's fucking Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 3 all over again. Oh my god. Was anybody in chat here for that when we were playing Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 3 and we got to what was it? There was probably like 1 or 2 spots where it happened, but near the end we had to fight like the big boss. We were in the standoff against a big boss, like the big main boss of the chapter. And we were having this issue where we were trying to proceed with dialogue, but for whatever reason, she would just turn randomly fucking aggro for no reason. Okay, this sounds normal.
Since the dawn of man, when tribes beat each other to death over necessities, the will to power has been the driving force of...
That sounds good. I think if it, let me know if it does for you guys. But that sounded fine to me. It was such a fucking shit show because it was like, it wasn't a shit show in the sense where it's like, this is awful. Why didn't the developers make it, better? Because funnily enough, at least 3 of the developers were in the chat with me during the live stream. And we were like live stress testing, the like, doing fucking like on the fly, trial and error to try to figure out what the issue is and why it was being an issue. And we eventually got to a point where like it was so weird because I literally just had to like do a specific dialogue line and then literally just like hammer the fucking skip button to get to the end of that dialogue line, so that I could say another bit of dialogue to exit out of the to not exit out of, but to conclude the conversation in the way that I was trying to conclude it in, which that ended up working, but like none of us could figure out what the hell was going on besides that. It sounds British. Laugh at my joke. It wasn't funny. Fucking that announcer. We're probably gonna have to fucking restart the game at some point again to fucking keep stress testing shit. But the announcer there, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but I recognize where I've heard his voice before, and he was like the like narrator of, I think, the Babe Pig in the City movies. I just can't remember his fucking name, but like I fucking point that guy out from anywhere. I know he's a voice actor, and I know he's a big he's a big name voice actor. I just can't for the life of me remember his name. Permission to link the Reddit page that might help with the audio. I think you should be able to post it in chat. If you can't, fucking post it in the Discord. Also, everybody who's here, join the Discord. The Discord's awesome. Links into socials down in the description. Do it right now, or the game's gonna crash again. Here it comes. I can feel the crash coming on. 3, 2, 1. Ah, somebody must have joined the Discord. Ah, you guys are fucking saviors. Thank God. Red alert, the Corpos have teamed up to purge Vimen's Lair of all Nintendo, Saga, and Sony games. Download whatever ROMs you have left, and you still can. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Shit. Fucking Nintendo coming at him again. Still waiting for Astarion to suddenly appear in the game. He's in there somewhere. The chat yesterday said that this guy and this guy are two. I don't know which actor is playing which character, but both of these characters here are actually former doctors, like the Doctor from The Who, the Doctor Who. These are both Doctor Who doctors from the 80s. So that's pretty fucking dope.
Subject has been performing adequately. No spikes and visuals. Nothing unusual.
Can I skip this part?
Perfectly usual.
Nope.
Quiet. Smythe will be pleased.
So the audio sounds fine on this one.
Uncertain. Perhaps we should take a closer examination.
Ta-da! Once again. Son of a bitch. Which the Doctor? There's like 18 of them. Fair. I also don't remember. If whoever was, if they're here, whoever was in the chat and told me that yesterday, say it again because I don't remember. Okay, so let's fucking do this shit again. I'm probably not gonna run through the I'm probably not gonna run through the, where is it? The shadows definitely look a lot better. That's because I did the settings correctly this time. I'm probably not gonna run through the lab again in this playthrough, especially since we had to fucking spend 7 million years fucking fixing everything up again so that it would actually work properly. So I'm probably gonna do all the, at least get us back out. Well, actually, just get us back out to the street level again, and then we'll pick it up from there. Jesus Christ! Like the next time we do a stream, that's fine. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Which one was it? It was this one, and then that one. We'll kick around here for a little bit. Maybe run through a couple things. Which one was it? It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. It was this one, I think. Actually, no. I don't like the shine on that. We'll just do that. That's fine. Because then we'll go down here. It was me! Haha! Fantastic. The genius who knows everything about Fallout Londons. I can never remember. I just know that chat told me something badass. And I'm like, chat, do it again. Fucking do that magic you do. There we go. That one. You look like Arthur Maxon if he shaved and dyed his hair green. Bro, real. I always fucking not really like hate doing the oh wait, no, I already did this one. Doing the character creation stuff. There's like no sound. I just fucking noticed that and everything. It's probably fine though. It's probably fine. It's probably not fucking anything that's gonna fucking gnaw at me later. But I hate doing the all of this because it's just so fucking time consuming. There's a I don't remember which mod it is. Oh no, it's the look menus mod for Fallout 4. But there's a setting in that where you can actually save like presets. So especially if you fucking like start new games like all the fucking time, like I do because I'm always fucking testing mods and shit. There's a preset option so you can like make your character, save them as a preset, and then just like boom, you're off to the races. And then next time you have to fucking start the game over again, and then you're back in the fucking bathroom. You just throw on the preset, and then boom, you're good. Especially since, you know, there's always like minute details. Like there's like, I think if I were to like actually make this guy look more like Toshi, I think I'd have to like bring the jaws in a little bit, mess with the nose a smidge, you know, bring that in slightly, you know, move this, mess with this, all those like little tiny tweaks and stuff. And it's like, you know, I could spend fucking like 20, 30 minutes doing that, like hyper fixating and stuff. But I'm not fucking trying to do that for a stream. That sounds fucking boring as shit. Like, what the fuck? Especially now, since like if I stop talking, there's like literally no sound at all. So there's like no background music or like audio or anything. It's literally just me jibber jabbering for fucking 20 minutes while I poke and prod at the little wax figurine that is my character that I'm never going to look at outside of cutscenes. I'm pretty sure that's it though. Maybe the game didn't crash because I'm already in the Discord server and I'm the main character of the universe. That is true. You are most likely the anchor. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I was about to say you're the anchor. You're this universe's anchor character, but you're not. That was Harambe, and now we're just living through the end of. Nope, it's still fucked because these have audio cues to them, and they're not playing. Son of a bitch. All right, let's do this. Hold on a sec. Yes. So. That one, and then we'll just get in here and we'll see what happens.
Gentlemen, I trust everything is going well.
I did turn off the music in the options though, didn't I? So maybe that's related. You know what? That very well could be it. Okay, so maybe it's not entirely fucked.
Good. The subject looks ready for conditioning.
Look at me, I'm the chat now.
In a week or so, we can wrap up.
Good to use if your face ever gets the blackface bug. Yeah, that's always annoying. Not sure why Face Ripper got flagged, but that's a good tool to use for importing character faces to save time. Specifically for Fallout 4, I've always had real good luck with looks menu. But you know, it's one of those things where it's like there's probably like 6 or 7 different tools that do exactly the same thing as I'm talking about here. But looks menu has always been the one that works out the best for me, because I also like the UI and the way the stuff works, and there's like 1 or 2 mods that need it that I want that require looks menu. So it's one of those things that was like, it worked out. Okay. Okay, so there was a little audio cue there. Hearing a little audio cue. So this is working. Oh, can't do that. So go over here, and we'll just keep on keeping on. That. Bullets are working. Audio is sounding pretty good, I think. What am I at right now? 8. That's okay. Okay. See, I don't know if there's supposed to be like beep boop beep boop, like computer sounds and stuff like that, or like bubbling coming from those or anything. Like I can hear the like. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I'm hearing the stuff properly. I don't really hear it down here though. I do hear it up here. This is so weird. Like even before like all this stuff started going down, I had been noticing that this mod seems to have a an issue with its audio stuff. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that didn't seem like that sounded right. Yeah, like every once in a while there's like some sort of like little weird audio issue. Like I've noticed that a couple of times in my main playthrough. I'll just be running around in the world, and then like all of a sudden all of the audio will just be gone. And the only thing you can hear is like the fucking stippy stomps of oh, I don't have survival on, do I? I had normal on. That's why when I got hit there that one time, it only did like 4% damage. But now it's going to do like 80% damage if I get hit. Well, that's okay. You guys just pretend you didn't see none of that shit. I've been on survival this whole time. Shut up. I'll scream. I'll do it. It's probably gonna hurt my throat because I can't scream like that anymore. But I'll do it. Okay, let's grab this guy. Let's see if the audio works for him. But yeah, I'd just be like running around London, and all of a sudden, like all the ambient music would be gone. I don't know why, but like, you know, I try to give like the benefit of the doubt because again, this is like a fucking free, massive, like brand new Fallout game made by a fucking what's the word? My HP, my HP is at 100. Is it supposed to be at 100? Okay, audio seems to be working fine for that. Let's pull up one of these. Radios aren't working, which is weird, but at the same time, I don't know if they're supposed to be working down here yet. I just know when I went down here last time, or the first time, they were working, so could be an audio issue, could be unrelated. I don't know. Just pointing it out. Where is it? YouTube Automod is weird. I can't say KLLNG without getting flagged, but penis is fine. Yeah, the Automod on YouTube is really fucking weird. I don't really get it a lot of the times either. And it got flagged for me. I wish Bethesda built an analog of the looks menu for Fallout 76, because don't you lose 5 years of character progress to change player appearance? Character progress? In Fallout 4 or in Fallout 76? I did share the link with a potential fix, Toshi. Okay, cool. Thank you. Toshi, which companion from Fallout New... The radio turned on. And just like that, the stream got flagged. That was weird. Because there's also supposed to be... Hold on. Okay, that's really weird because this like dead air that I'm hearing, when I played that last time, that seemed like it was supposed to be the I'm gonna turn you off real quick. That was the airtime where, you know, the DJ would say some stuff, but that's not working here, and that's weird, and I don't really understand why. Oh, right, we gotta go this way. There it is. I don't think any of those things are gonna help me on my adventures, but I got them. Fuck you. I'ma take that. Okay. Oops, already had one. Oh well. Sorry. Which companion from Fallout New Vegas would you vote to be your Vault's overseer?
I doubt you'll make it far.
You're supposed to be open.
You were more useful as was a lab rat.
Warning. Warning.
Okay.
A lab. I'm not long for this world. It's a shame, really. There was so much I wanted to do.
Warning.
Well, then,
System
I'll be
malfunction.
seeing you.
Emergency decontamination in effect.
That's weird. Well, again, because one, this is closed for some reason. But two, when I'm looking at him directly, the audio is super quiet. But when I'm looking away from him, the audio is, like, fine. What the hell? That's weird. You know what? I think I'm just going to run out of the... I think I'm just going to run out of here. Get to the exit. And then we'll see what the... We'll see what the boys got to say. And then if that doesn't work, I guess I'll be spending some time fucking stress testing and shit, trying to figure out what the hell the issue is. But for which companion from Fallout New Vegas I'd vote for to be the Vault Overseer, it would probably be oh fuck, what's his name? Fuck, is it Raoul?
You are quite the wayfarer, aren't you?
Okay, so is this working?
That hubbub.
Nope, this is also fucked up.
It seems I neglected to introduce
Cool.
myself.
Yeah, Raoul. Yeah, definitely have to be Raoul. He seems like the most sensible of the group. Probably Veronica, actually, as like a number 2. She seems like she'd be a good overseer. It definitely feels like they were pushed into rushing this out. Very buggy and glitchy for a game that supposedly was ready to be launched even earlier than this.
But for now,
It's possible. Like, overall, it feels very stable. For me specifically, and like, I don't know. I've always had this as like the case, but very rarely do I have like a lot of the other bugs that people are talking about when it comes to Bethesda games. So like Fallout 76, for example. Yeah, I experienced a bunch of bugs, but not like a lot of the like super like, oh, this like literally bricks my entire computer bugs like that. And then with Starfield, I've seen people like all over the place be like, oh, Starfield's like absolutely like broken and buggy and it runs like trash and it's fucking stupid and bad and you biblically can't even play the game. And I'm over here all like, well, it runs absolutely fine for me. I don't think I've had it crash once. I actually don't think I've had Starfield crash. No, I think I maybe had it crash once, but like they're saying like, oh, it runs like ass. It runs at like 5 frames per second. And I'm over here like, well, the specs say that it requires like a 1080 graphics card. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of people say that it's like an SSD thing. Like if you're using a standard hard drive, that's like the primary issue. But if you're using an SSD, you don't have the same issues. I don't know how, 100% that is, but that's just what I've heard. Excuse me. Fuck you. Do it again. I took a lot less health damage there. I think maybe whatever update I just did or reinstall I did for London came with a fix for the health thing. Because I mean, you guys saw it on the previous one that we did, or the previous save file. We had like 30 health, and now we have 100 and are taking significantly less damage. Maybe that's about to change though after we have our massive accident. But yeah, so like it could be a thing that that London was maybe rushed a little bit. But like overall, it's very stable. And as I said before, I need to turn the fucking music down because it's loud as fuck, boy. Jesus fucking Christ. There's a lot of stuff that is still like a little bit janky. Nope, still having that weird physics issue. But like there's a lot of stuff that still is kind of janky. Overall, it's working pretty well. But there's a lot of people saying, like, reporting, like, other bugs and stuff where it's like, I'm not really experiencing those bugs. And again, that could just be like a me thing, because that seems to be like a consistent pattern where, like, I don't really experience those things. But then again, at the same time, I also have a really well-built rig. So maybe it's just like my system is a little bit more primed to, you know, avoid stuff like that. Maybe it just works a little faster than some people's computer. I don't know. It's really weird. But you know, you can never do enough bug testing and stress testing on stuff like that to ever work out every single, you know, kink and abnormality, especially in a Bethesda game with how, you know, expansive and volatile their game making process is. So yeah, it's like, you know, it could be. I think it might have been a little bit rushed. They probably could have released this like closer to the end of the year, like a Christmas launch or something like that. And it probably would have been a lot more, you know, a lot tighter and a lot more. So I don't know why the background here is at 480 fucking resolution here. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I think this definitely feels like, you know, another 6 months and it probably would have had a okay, there we go. Now the resolution's back. Another 6 months and it probably would have been a lot more tightened up, you know. 76, like if you change characters face, it's all, you lose old one. Wait. Like if you change character's face, you lose old one? Like you lose the old, well yeah, you're changing the character's face. So obviously you would lose the old one. Really played up the dramatic suspense with revealing the villain. I mean, it was pretty good overall. I just don't like the fact that it like locks you in place there. Okay, now we have 100 health, and we're on survival mode. So I think whatever reinstall we did on London came with the what is it? Came with the fix for the way health works, because now I have like fucking almost 3 times as much health as I did before. So now the game's not gonna be a fucking slog. I'm not gonna get murdered by those rats in 4 seconds flat. Ralu is a good pick. I'd probably choose arcade over. Oh fuck, I forgot about arcade. Arcade would be pretty good. As you can see from the other side of this panel, you can't see me through. Real, like, as you can see, I am your biggest threat. And like, I can't see you. You're on the other side of the barrier. Yeah, I think your health is like that until the crash. Well, no, now it's because I think it was like 110 before. Now it's just at 100. So they definitely fixed up the health thing. I like how Toshi sounds like he's about to write a novel whenever he stands Starfield. I mean, like me personally, because like, I mean, I've talked about this a billion times before already. I think Starfield's a pretty good game. I think there's some parts with the way the story is done that were kind of a little bit lackluster. And then, like, overall, like I've said it before, it's a very, like, it feels like it's a very technology focused game. It feels like they were focusing a lot on their, like, oh, here's the technology we rolled out to like auto generate planets and basically like that shit. And then like we built all this space for like modders to come in and like add all their stuff, you know. It's a very much the epitome of the technology that Bethesda uses to make games, not the story writing that they use to make games. I think like overall the main story is okay, but like when you stack it up against, you know, games like Fallout 4, Skyrim, stuff like that, it's not as great and grandiose. So it's like, it's good. Nope, audio issue still happening. Let me do this. I think I might have tested this already, but let's see here. Yep, still not working. That's weird. I don't know what the hell's happening. Oh my god, that's dumb as hell. I've changed beside like when we started the stream, and from when we started the stream to now, I've done a whole bunch of changing and stuff. But from when we left the game yesterday to when we started streaming today, I had literally touched nothing Fallout related. I didn't start up GOG to jump into Fallout London. I didn't start up fucking Fallout 4. I didn't start up Fallout 76. I didn't start up anything Fallout related. I played Baldur's Gate 3 like a real gamer. So it's like I don't understand what all this weird issue is that it's having with its audio. It's so weird, and I don't get it. I'm gonna have to fucking keep working on this because it's dumb as hell. He's a card-carrying member of the chess club, bro. Yeah. I'll update my mod then. I'll be so sad when Todd Howard finally retires, bro. Me too. Like, love him or hate him, he's fucking done something huge, and it's great. Like, good and bad. Hey, what's up? What up, Cell Block? We're just figuring out why the fuck Fallout London isn't working. Like, the audio's just like, watch this. Yeah, see? Just nothing. We've been fucking trying to work on that all stream, and it's just not working. It's dumb. How you doing? The potential fixed link is somewhere in the chat, Toshi. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. If not, again, join the Discord or like message it to me somewhere. Probably like either Twitter or Discord or something, and I'll follow it up there if I can't find it. Actually, probably just do it just to be safe. That way we have it in 2 locations. If Starfield was limited to 7 very well detailed and expansive planets with unique dungeons and more seamless fast travel, i.e. less loading screens, I'd probably enjoy it. If people like it, that's fine, but I don't think I'm ever going to come around to it unless modders turn it into a different game 20 years from now. So the fast travel thing I absolutely agree with. I feel like they definitely could have done the fast traveling a little bit different, especially with like the surface to planet or planet to surface or orbit to surface to orbit stuff. I feel like that could have been done a little bit differently. I don't mind it a lot because the cutscene or the loading screens, especially when you compare it to like Fallout 4, are like, I don't think I've had a cutscene or a loading screen last like longer than maybe like 20 seconds, maybe 10, 15 seconds. And that's in like a rare occasion. Most of the time it's like 5 seconds, like max. But I do agree that the amount of loading screens is kind of bothersome. As far as the planet stuff, it's interesting because I actually saw a very similar complaint recently leveled against No Man's Sky. There's some people who are all like, "Oh man, fucking No Man's Sky, literally probably one of the greatest comeback stories in all of gaming. Would have been better if it had just like, 6, 10, 7 planets, something like that were just like super like lush and detailed, and there was so much like, what's the word? I guess just detail in general. They put a whole lot into like a limited number of planets, which like on the one hand I agree with, but at the same time with both of those games, the point is that they're trying to capture a much more a much more accurate representation of what space is in the grand scheme of like as a place, as space. And a lot of it is just dead, barren rock. Are they all interesting? No, that's why people don't go to them very often. That's why we've only been to the moon like what, twice? as far as like putting people on there, just like once. But there's still like super well detailed planets and stuff. It's just that, just like space, there's a lot of like IRL space, there's just a lot of dead shit, and it's like Is it interesting? No, but it's there. And where it works specifically for Starfield, I think anyway, just feeds into Bethesda's whole ethos of just giving modders a whole lot of, space and tools to work with. It's like I said, I think that Starfield was just a very technically focused game. One side on, their internal in-house stuff, and two on giving modders just making it as easy and as expansive for modders to just build literally anything they want wherever they want. Because that's another thing I've talked about before. Like there's just like so much potential for each individual point on each individual planet in Starfield, and it's just like it's the same thing I've said a billion times before. There's just so much prime real estate for modders to just go absolutely crazy. And so far they've been doing pretty wild stuff. I hate the No Man's Sky comparison with Starfield. They're completely different kinds of games. Starfield is supposed to be like an RPG, while No Man's Sky is supposed to be more like Minecraft in space. I agree there. I also think along those same lines. It's because that was something that I was seeing a lot before. Mods be like that sometimes. Don't think I've ever ran into that before. Yeah, it's really weird because, like I said before, I haven't had this issue in like the entire week that's been out, and I've been playing with it and messing with it and stuff. And it only started happening like when I started the game up today. Yesterday, absolutely no problem. Today, literally every single problem in the book. But yeah, like before Starfield came out, I was seeing a lot of very similar arguments comparing it to No Man's Sky. And I'm like, it's really a different game. So like, just because they're both in space and they both got a lot of planets, it's not really an apples to apples comparison. Honestly, I rarely play games anymore. I got a huge backlog of games. I'm just finally getting around to playing Silent Hill Downpour. I think that was actually the game that I was trying to tell my housemate about. Is that the one with a whole bunch of like ice and shit everywhere? Oh wait, maybe that wasn't it. From 2013 or whenever that game came out. Yeah, same. I just like maybe like a month and a half ago finally got Baldur's Gate 3. And then before that I had a while before that I got fucking Elden Ring like a year after it came out. And fucking I just like maybe last month got to the point where I can technically finish the game. Like I beat Radagon and the Elden Beast and stuff. But I haven't like made the final choice. I'm gonna go do the DLC stuff and fight Melania and everything. But like there's that's Avowed is actually doing that. The Obsidian's like, hey, we're gonna push back Avowed. Not really because we got to do more, work on the game. But like everybody's just got a lot of it's a huge backlog of games that people still need to play. So we want to give people some breathing room. You're thinking of Shattered Memories. Oh, yeah, that was it. Yep, that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't think I know what Downpour is. But yeah. It could be that Avowed that Obsidian is just saying that to, kind of cover up the fact that they still need to do a little bit of work. But like that's just so fucking real though. Like there's so many games that people I'd still need to fucking finish Cult of the Lamb. Like I have finished the main story and stuff, but there's like DLC and stuff that I still need to technically get through and stuff. So like there's just so much shit that needs to get played, and it's all so fucking badass and epic and shit. I love it. I love video games. They're all so fucking badass. I just think Starfield went overboard with the empty planets, especially given how far humanity has expanded in the lore. Not saying there should be no empty planets. I just think it was a bit overkill. I agree to an extent. I do think that there was probably an upset ratio for empty planets compared to non-empty planets. But again, that sort of just feeds back into what I was talking about earlier. It just gives the modders more space to, put stuff in the game that they want to see in the game. And then it just opens up more space for Bethesda to, keep putting out DLCs and free patches and stuff. I saw a leak of the Dune buggy that they're going to add to the game, and it looks pretty badass. So hopefully we're going to be seeing more specifically free stuff, because while what is it? What's the DLC that they got coming out? What's it called again? Shit, I can't remember. But the Shattered Space, that's it. Shattered Space looks pretty good. It looks like the story's gonna be a real tight-knit experience. They said it's all gonna take place on one planet, so that's gonna be nice. Maybe we'll have one specific planet that's gonna have some extra stuff on it. But I hope they continue to do that, where they put out more content that is free, or add like a whole new DLC sized quest storyline on one specific planet to just do that. Put more, or give more planets more stuff to do on them. I hope that's what their game plan is. I don't want it to just be more fucking contraption bullshit like they did with Fallout 4. Literally the worst mods they've ever, or the worst DLC they've ever made. Probably even worse than the horse armor. Now the horse armor was pretty fucked up. Not gonna lie. Have a few dozen maybe, but 1,000 empty planets. Like, why even do that? Just a huge waste of development time that could have been better spent elsewhere. Like I said again, it's the technology thing. Just the fact that they could make technology that could generate all of those planets and the surfaces and everything. And then again, the representation of just the vast emptiness of space. And again, just giving modders all that extra, all that empty real estate to work with. That's just my opinion, though. That's what I think it is. Whether or not that is the actual case, or whether they just wanted to be all like, look at all the fucking game that we got to do. Wow. Like that Ubisoft padding, but even more fucking like lazy and bare bones. But it's like, our game technically takes like fucking 600 hours to complete because you got 100% and go to every single planet. That shit is like, I don't know if that's what their point was. That was their intention, their goal there. Or like what, but that's the whole like modding thing and representation of like space and like realism and shit. That's what I think it is. I just like, who knows what it really is. Todd Howard's the only one who knows. There was no point in the last 10 or more planets. There were at no point. There were at one point at least 10 or more planets in our solar system. If Starfield did that, had 7 detailed planets and 3 barren ones, it'd be fine. I'd be fine with that. Yeah, but then it's a singular solar system thing, and it's like, they do have that. They have, I don't know if they have solar systems that have like 7+ planets, but they got a bunch of solar systems that have multiple different kinds of planets. They just took that, specifically what you were talking about, the like 7, I guess you're talking detailed planets, and like they have those, but it's just so much more spread out and quote unquote diluted. To date, the best example I can point to of procedural generation space done right is Starbound, where there are billions of planets of varying biomes, so they all feel unique. Yeah, I get that. But like it's for me anyway, it's always been like Starfield's different in the sense that it's a more grounded sci-fi experience instead of like high sci-fi, That's why there's not really like, like in Star Wars or Star Trek would be something I think of more like high sci-fi, where there's like, different alien species and super advanced crazy technology and like more like space magic shit like fucking Cthulhu and stuff, which we're probably gonna see more of that from Starfield with like Shattered Space and whatnot, but probably not to that like, little green men level. That's what I think anyway. That's my guesstimation. High sci-fi, so hi-fi? Yeah, hi-fi. I guess that would make sense. That'd probably be a apt explanation. Even more so with the mod Frackin' Universe installed. I could definitely see that. technology is always like, specifically in games, like technology is weird. Like I saw a Dextro article that was like, man, fucking like old school Battlefield maps need to be studied, and it was like showing this like, you know, one of those massive skyscraper building cranes falling down, and it's all like fucking smashing into buildings and throwing all this particle effect everywhere, and it was like a game from like 10 years ago or something. And it's like, man, how come we don't fucking see that shit in games anymore? And me personally, I was actually talking about this with my housemate. I think it's because games more often these days are more focused on the graphics instead of the physics of the games. So like being able to interact with the worlds, pushing stuff, you know, shooting stuff and having it react depending on where specifically you shoot it. It's always more just like, oh, this looks good. You know, the lighting in here is great. This aspect of it is great. The detail, the texture, the color, the lighting, all of the primary sensory stuff. But then when you actually get in there and start like bumping into stuff, it's like you're bumping into like fucking cardboard or mannequins. It like just doesn't fucking react because they're focusing more on the way it looks rather than the way it feels and you interact with it and stuff. That's another one of my little fucking game theories there. And I kind of wish that they would change that. I wish that they would go more into I wish game industry games focus more on the physics of games rather than the just the looks, specifically the graphics and stuff. Because like graphics are important to an extent, but if the game just has like really good graphics and like the gameplay or the physics and the what is it? Like the stuff that you can do in game, like for example, Fallout 4's settlement building and stuff. If the stuff that you can actually do in game and the way you interact with it is fun, then like the story and the graphics are kind of ancillary at that point, you know? I think they're important, but when compared to those other things, they're definitely, you know, in my opinion anyway, should be prioritized over those other things, which again are nice, but in my opinion, not really something that makes a game super memorable. Last question, then I'm leaving to go make dinner. I will see you on that bet. This will also be my last question, and then I'm going to make dinner because it's almost fucking 7 and I'm starting to get hungry, boys. Which Fallout protagonist do you think are still alive as of 2287? So that's gonna be after Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. If I always forget what year Fallout 4 is set in. I think it is 2287 because it's set 10 years after Fallout 3, which is 2277. Okay. Woo! But it is not before Fallout Prime, because Fallout Prime takes place in 2299, I think. I've seen multiple different dates, but I think it takes place in 2299. Anyway, as of 2287, definitely Nate/Nora. Nate specifically, I think because he's a trained, he's a pre-war trained soldier, so he's definitely, New Vegas is 2278. Yeah, that I do remember. Because I had to do a lot of fucking napkin math on when, 2281. Yeah. Oh, 2287 is, or 2278 was, what was it? That was... No, yeah, that was like a couple years before the first Battle of Hoover Dam, I think. Was it 78 or was it 70? Fuck, I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, I know that specifically because I had to do a lot of back the napkin math for my Fallout Prime video to fucking biblically prove to all the people fucking 4 months later that no, Fallout New Vegas is not decanonized. It's still a thing. But definitely Nate or Nora. Nate because he's a trained soldier, so he knows how to handle a gun and probably has some survival instincts. Nora most likely because like if we were to spec the characters based on like their profession and past history and stuff, Nate definitely is a more survivalist soldier sort of set. So he's definitely going to be able to throw down in a gunfight and patch himself up and shit like that. Nora would most likely be alive, depending on who leaves the bathroom first. Nora would most likely still be alive because she has all that charisma, or not charisma. I guess technically charisma. She's a lawyer, so she's smart enough to she's smart, she's observant, she's confident in the way she speaks, the way she carries herself. I mean, who fucking knows? Maybe Nora was a fucking terrible lawyer, fucking chasing ambulances and shit. But she would most likely be the charismatic lead, talking things out with people, forming alliances, deceiving people, this, that, and the other thing, using her skill sets in a more so soft power sort of way, rather than a direct confrontation sort of way that Nate would most likely use. I reckon the Courier and the Lone Wanderer are still around. Yeah, Courier would definitely still be alive. Lone Wanderer would very likely still be alive. I mean, that's fucking all of them, so I guess all of them. My Nora is literally a raider queen, devastating the Commonwealth. So not only is she still alive, but she's probably going to be the only one alive eventually. I mean, with Nate and Nora, it really all depends on how. I guess technically with all of the protagonists, it's definitely how you play them because they all shift and are dependent on the play style of the character. So again, yeah, literally all of them. It just kind of depends on which play style they go for, or what build out they're rocking. But yeah, literally all of them. Going back to like the older games and stuff like that, like pre Fallout 3. I can't remember when Fallout 2 specifically takes place. So like they might not be around. The Chosen One. The Chosen One might not be around because it might just be too far back. Again, I don't remember when Fallout 2 takes place. Oh wait, no. Fuck. Because the Chosen One did die. He's the one that, or they're the one that grew old, never knowing that their ancestor was the original Vault Dweller. 2 takes place in 2241. Okay, so yeah, very most likely not still alive. Because I think they also... Oh, wait, no. Was that... Fuck. Who's the one that ran the Bishop family? Because they're the one that died not knowing that their parent was, like, the Chosen One or the Survivor or the Vault Dweller. I can't remember. I always forget this stuff from Fallout 1. Fallout 1 and 2 because I never played those ones. That's why I'm hoping for the mods. I think the mods are going to be really dope. And I think it's good because a lot of people are going to be able to experience those older games through the newer technology. And I think that's fucking awesome. As far as like the other spin-off games, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel literally doesn't matter because there's not a single person on this planet that genuinely likes the game. I'm mostly being facetious there. And then I can't remember when... I don't think there is technically a main character in Tactics, so I don't think that technically counts. But yeah, as far as like the Bethesda made games, literally all of them, except for the main protagonist in Fallout 76, since that takes place in 2277, and then 25 years later, so 21 some change, something like that. So yeah, definitely not around 180 80 years later. But yeah, minus 76, literally all of them. Okay. Well, like I said, that was the last question I'll be pitching for the night. I apologize that this stream wasn't more survival gameplay stuff and turned into more fucking mod stress testing. I'll get things fucking fixed up and everything, and then hopefully we'll be able to jump in next week and do a goodly and properly stream. Maybe if I tinker with stuff tonight and probably tomorrow morning, going into the afternoon, and I can get it working and I have the time and stuff. Maybe we'll do a makeup stream tomorrow, a little extra stream just to get in and do like some actual stuff. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I will either do my best to send out notifications across all my socials, Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Bluesky, to let people know, like, hey, we're gonna do a makeup stream. We're gonna do it tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or I guess if I post it out tomorrow, it'd be that day. Point is, if we do a makeup stream tomorrow, it'll be same time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Maybe I'll go a little early if I feel like it. If not, if I don't put out a notification like that, I'll probably just stream it anyway. So it'll depend. If I can get everything figured out, I'll post a notification of it or just go live. If I can't, we'll be back here for Fallout London next weekend, and then we'll hopefully have this thing fucking working so we can actually play the game and hear what people are saying and talking about. I always join these streams near the end. Darn. I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on. You're working on Ashfall. You're working on that other mod project you're working on. I can't remember the name of it, but I've seen you posting stuff about it. And I can't remember where, because I know I've seen you posting about it before. You had the you were doing like I think you're doing like a video playthrough or something like that. But there's some other mod project you're doing. I can't remember the name of it, but you got, I mean, hey, like if you're working on a mod project and stuff, taking the time out to fucking hang out in a C tier fucking Fallout YouTubers feels like a tumor sometimes. Jesus Christ. YouTubers stream is it's great. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I work on a lot of stuff because I'm a psycho. Lamau. Real. All right. So once again, to recap, we will officially be back on Saturday and Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to stream. Normally, if I can get things up and running, working properly, where we don't have this weird fucking issue with the audio and stuff, we will probably, if I can find the time to do it, we'll do a makeup stream tomorrow. I will do my best to post notifications at least an hour in advance, or I'll just go live. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll either do this the proper scheduled way or just by the seat of our pants, like all good adventures. For now, though, I thank you all so much for watching. Click the links down in the description. Follow me on, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Bluesky, TikTok, Instagram. I don't really use Instagram a whole lot. And join the Discord. If nothing else, I will see you all next week. I hope you have a good week. And until next time, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all out there in the wasteland.